Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to Ecosystem with the recent combat update. And as you can see from leaving the thing going for letting the video capture from last episode happen, there's been some interesting changes and new species that have kind of come about. The giant flat surfboard whale things are called the Tromata. Actually, there are a couple of species that have kind of converged to this sort of evolution pattern. Oh, and oddly enough, it seems to be working for them. We've got those as some of the biggest species I think we've seen so far. And the Blotro have survived. They were one of the ones that I mentioned about last episode. But they've also developed a weird new habit, which is like spikes on their fins and that. And the reason I think that's a bit odd is because they are a predatory species. So I don't know if it's something they use it for They might use it for like hunting to help like go after things like that, or what they're exactly up to. But yeah, it's interesting to see that more movement is coming about than just like some of the looming shapes you see in the distance. Like you can just barely see the head of a Tromata there. But yeah, going through the species, we don't really have miscellaneous anymore. Everything's kind of found its niche or where it's sitting. So we've got the Nesecada, whatever you want to call it, basically spider fish or flattened pancake fish thing. And they are one of our forager species that are pretty established. The Aratar, there are only two left, so I think they're probably going to go out. They're another forager species, but they are one that have developed swimming a little bit better than others. That is... Oh, that's the other Aratars. They are trying to mate, so they might actually survive a bit more. The Eulalings are still hanging in there as another of our foraging species. Forced combat or trained species. Okay, interesting. There's quite a few options. There's the Dormor. Let me find another one. Yeah, these guys... they're kind of figuring themselves out. They are a forager species, so as long as they're staying down towards the bottom, they should be pretty good. The Blotro, though, are the current species that are doing the best, and I think it's because they figured out swimming, for the most part, better than a lot of other species have. They are predators, so they do have to go after other fish. Well, I am reluctant to call some of the monstrosities we see fish, but they have to go others for their food and energy, so it is necessity that they figure out their swimming pattern quickly if they want to survive. There's only two of the Quillbaldi, so they're probably going to go out. The Catachin, this is the only member of the species left. I think I'm just going to do Merciful and, yeah, just call that one off. Same with the Aratar. And I don't think the Quillbaldi are going to make it, but we can let them go for a while and see. But it looks like we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3... about 4 forager species to 1 predator species. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of the Quillbaldi. Yeah, get rid of them. Just to let things even out a little bit more. The Tromata, I think, are one of the ones that was introduced when I used, like, the whale option here we unlocked, and I am a bit stupid. I didn't realize last episode when I thought I got, like, stuck with the ecosystem health. In the top left here is basically how you level up and you get new plants or animals. Oh god, it is weird to see like one of these big Tromata just slowly going about and slowly coming into view on your screen. Yeah, I could have researched another plant species and probably actually gotten myself to a better ecosystem level. No. We got another bunch of miscellaneous, although maybe I accidentally clicked and it spawned some more. Well, I guess we can see what will come of it. But yeah, so now we can just get... I've got plankton as one option that I opened up. We can also get like tube sponges, starfish, etc. And we'll try what else? We can try getting mushrooms, although those do require some darkness to help them out. And now we'll go for yellow starfish. Okay, let me see. Let's take an area that hasn't been worked with. And I want to see about trying to make something like, say, caves, or anything like that. Yeah, we'll use the digging option, try to create a few burrows and things, and just see if anything does, like, propagate into them, or we can put some stuff in them. That's one of the neat things about Ecosystem was you had the opportunity to create completely, like, buried or cave caverns, systems like that, as you choose or wish. So is there anything I have that likes darkness? We can try putting that one... Truthfully, I was trying to get them underground so that way they would help for actually where they want to be. I guess maybe they have to be more like in the shade of, or in a trench or something. Actually, let's look at seeing about making a good trench. Now... God, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Let's make a really big trench here. And see what we can put in there, if anything will do all right down here. That'll give 7. Let me see again, try to find one of our darkness-liking plants, and if that... Well, we'll put them down here. I don't know if they're deep enough that they'll do all right here or not. But we'll try those there, and maybe even try... give it some time. Oh, Lord, are these... Okay, this is the Brilpleco. Okay, it's one of the miscellaneous, so I think what I accidentally did was... when I had the whale option selected, I spawned a big batch of them in, so they're kind of figuring themselves out. So I think what I'll do is we'll go back to Forager and just try to get a few more species coming into existence, but... Yeah, that's as fast as I can go is 2 times speed. I can't speed it up any more to let it play out faster, so... We just gotta basically look for a spot where there's a lot going on and watch and see what they all do. But the Balatro are, I think, the biggest success story right... Oh god, what are you? Abenaze. Okay, you're another... God. Some of them are really weird to come out of, like the random Oh, that actually is like a dolphin sort of... Oh, no, not dolphin, baleen whalehead. As you can actually see, like, the baleen for the lower jaw. Oh, maybe you two will actually... Oh, well, maybe you will survive. Hard to say. But yeah, the Balatros are, I think, the one predator species that are really firmly cemented as, like, existing. Because there are all kinds of them jiggling about out here. The Tromea have gone down, but the Duram... Oddly enough, I wasn't sure if this species would do all that well, but it seems like they are figuring out how they're handling okay. The Secata are still doing pretty strong. So I've got a number of species that are the anchors. I just want to see if there's anything else I should try adding for... Plus 90. Really, I can be getting... That is a huge amount of ecosystem health to have. I guess it's because of a lot of the species that have died off, they help a lot. Because it's 10 times darkness plus 2 times death, so... Yeah, in the right area, they add all kinds of ecosystem health. And I don't think I want to spawn anything else in. We'll just let all of the levels and species sort themselves out to whatever they're going to come to. And see what keeps happening. So far... Oh! We still do have... Oh, oddly enough, the Abenaze are doing really well. they're up to 21 members for existing right now. I mean, if they could figure out the limbs a little better, they would resemble whales a fair amount. But gosh, actually, it seems like they actually do have like a pod they stick to. I mean, they're way off from any plant life around here, so maybe I should try just getting a few things going. That'd be plus 20, but I want something with some adaptability, because I think that's a good sign, too, that the plants will, like, spread out and kind of help make the seabed a little more lively, or not so barren looking. Oh, genetic disease, taking some of them. Oh, God, this is... Okay, well, a number of them did just die off there, but... it gets to be a mess with some of these giant guys in here. Okay, coming back. Ooh. Yeah, come back into the middle. Blotcher, we're doing okay. Looks like the miscellaneous is thinning out, so we'll probably see the species... Oh, actually, the Tromata are dying off. I wonder, maybe the Amanaz, or the Amanace, or whatever they are called, are, like, a little bit better for competing for food or resources. So I think for how it's sitting right now, the species that have the best control of their mobility are the ones that are going to be ones that establish themselves and get a good population going. Because, yeah, I'll probably have my face in the top left here, but from the mini-map, we've got... Oh, God, the starfishes. I wasn't expecting this explosion of them. You know what? We got a lot of points. Let me see what else we could try getting. We could try getting seaweed. That's a simple enough one. Really? Ray has one. You know what? Let's try to get some rays. We'll just do one batch of rays, see what comes of that. And let me see if I can find where the seaweed was from. Nope, right there. Plus 35 ecosystem health. God, that is 233 for its health there. Although, yeah, the adaptability isn't really good for where I'm trying to place it over there. Let's just see. Maybe about over here I saw a bit of green light. Yeah, there was a there we go. One there. One there. Just try to get a variety of stuff going. God, what are you? The Dabrohu. You're another forager species, so you're another big whale species. Yeah, you guys are just going about on your business. Okay, so yeah, miscellaneous, there's still a big variety. I guess that's meant to be a ray species? I mean, out of all the things it's aiming for, that at least makes sense of being very flat-bodied and kind of alienish looking. Well, let's see. So we got the Dabrohu, although they've only got 6 members. They might hold on there. We'll have to see. I think if they've at least got 10 members of the species, they'll probably hold on and stick around for a while. The Nasicata, they're still sticking around. They've got a fair number to them, so they're probably going to be around for a good bit. The Amanaes are another one that's probably going to be a staple for, like, our big whale species on this map. Or, like, this level we've kind of got cobbled together. God, they are weird to look at through, like, all the gloom and that, just slowly drifting in. Some of them are developing spines along them, so I'm wondering if they are almost suffering from predation from the Balatros. Eulaling, only 5 right now. Maybe they could bounce back, given survival and children looks pretty good there. The Barbana is one we've not seen before. You are... Oh, you're another possible whale species, I think. the head looks like... Yeah, the head's of another whale species. That's a Dabrohu. Actually... Aside from the fin placement being a bit weird, you are rather whale-like in shape. I hope those guys actually do make it a little further along, because they're the closest thing to what seems to be, like, possible alive. The Dorabmore. God, those guys are doing really good for their number. 35 total. Well, this is a new name. The Zygoloch. Or Zygoloch. Oh, that one died. Oh, hi there, Amanes. No, Dabrohu, my bad. So Dabrohu have spikes on a lot of their limbs. Let me find a better one of these that's... I'm not sure if it's meant to be like another one of the ray species? God, it's hard to tell just because of like how weird just any generation of them are. The Blotchor are still going strong. Yeah, there's 19 of them. We've got the Cataeula. I think it's meant to be a ray species, although it looks like a basically a frog had a bad time with the highway. It doesn't have any front legs, but you can kind of see the back legs, but very squished. We got the Prowbril, although I don't think they're going to survive long. Yeah, there's only a few members of them. Yeah, the rays look more like fish, if I'm honest. But they're trying, and then one last surviving member of the Tromeda. It might be able to keep the species going, but I don't think it's got a very good chance of it. Oh, a little freeze up there, but not too bad. Swim on, weird phallic whale. That's the only thing I can kind of describe it. I mean, come on, look at it from here. Yeah, you see it. Oh, there's that. And we'll just let things keep going a little bit more. And I've got the funds, so let's just do a little more research. Well, we could get some tube sponges or things like that going. Yeah, we'll take one of those. And we'll go for more tube sponges. Again, we have quite a few starfish everywhere. Okay, just trying to see where could be a good... Oh, that's a good spot for them. Let me try to find some more for these. Again, I want to try to get with good adaptability. We'll try with 79% there. And let me see about the mushrooms around here. That's a good spot for it. Yeah, I'm not seeing like the super big numbers like we did have for them, but I think it mostly requires there being a lot of dead organisms too. Oh, there's... Oh, I had a chance at 76 there. Let me get down here and see if I can find a really good spot for them. 73 is good enough. Yeah, we'll get those going. Okay, so the species, all the miscellaneous are died off. So we'll probably start seeing things coming towards a more steady amount. Yeah, all kinds of mutations are still going off. It's not so much that they're... Aminaze, whatever you want to call them, are getting better and better at kind of at movement. The Dabrohu, they're holding on, but their numbers are definitely going down. It could just be a case of they're slow to, reproduction is slow, so their rates don't really have enough to them. I don't think... Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're actually hunting for something right now. So, we'll see what he goes for. So I don't really see anything around it that it could, be going after, unless it's actually trying to take care of the Dabrohu. Now, see, that's just grazing. Oh, you might be trying to go from... Oh, hang on. We got a dotted line. Oh. I'm just trying to see where it's going for, what it's after. Oh, there we go. There's something it's going after. One of the Dormorid. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so the Balatro are hanging in there. The Dabrohu, hard to say with them. Some of the numbers look good, others not so much. Oh, actually, the Nasicata developed an interesting mutation, and the skin color changed, I think more to match with the, the foliage. Some of them have. Others just stand out still like this big purple blob. But that's a neat... Yeah, that's a neat feature, is that they actually try camouflaging in with the surroundings. It's... might be helping for the predation, but not helping so much for movement. The Amanase... Our big whales are still just bumbling, floating around. The Eulolings have actually survived longer than I expected them to. Although going through here, a lot of low survival in children to them, so I don't know if they're one that'll hold on. The Barbana, one of the ones I was rooting for, do seem to be doing okay. Kind of looks like they're almost like big like little floaty wings like you have kids wear, and that's just their front arms. The tail could use a little bit more development, but it is working a bit. So maybe as they stick around, they'll get a little bit better developed there. Durabmore is one that's still holding on and through it. The Zygaloach is still holding on. Actually, one I didn't expect to. The Balatro, they are hanging in there. The numbers have gone down a fair bit, but they're keeping on. And then we've got basically, the highway squished frogs are holding in, too. Actually, I think we might only have one predator species now with the Balatro. Let me check. Yeah, that's a forager. The Dabrohu. The Nasicata is a forager. The Amanase are foragers. Euloling's a forager. Barbana is a forager. Durabmore is one. Zygaloach is one. Balatro. I think we've got to try for another predator species. Although, I'm kind of curious, are they going to have like a shark preset if we do keep researching through and getting more things unlocked? Because we do have just generic predator whale ray, so I feel like there is a good chance we might have sharks down the line as an option to come out. There's a plus 20, we'll get that planted. And one more there. Okay, that should be good for that. Maybe also try getting some more plankton just plunked around. But it looks like the planktons actually prefer not to have plants. Let me try way out... Yeah, way out middle nowhere seems to be where they actually prefer to be. So we'll just warp around and put them down in a lot of spots. Nothing really out here for those. Okay, leave that for now. And check if we got blowfish. Lock starting to display options and evolutionary parameters. That's not what I was expecting to see as like a preset, but we'll try plunking them down. Where's a really good area? Oh, okay, right here. That has some really good health to it. And one there. And I'll just see what happens with those. That should probably be more forager species. So we'll hopefully get a nice amount there, and that'll be a nice wide base to see get another predator species developed or coming into existence. But yeah, so we got a starfish field here. We got one of our big trenches is starting to see plant life taken into it. I do wonder, would the mushrooms like being down here? Actually, kind of. Yeah, so we got the big southern trench here. We could try putting like a big, tall ridge or something in one of the other corners. Or doing some other stuff, but for now... Oh, I think our Dabrohu are going to be dying out. Because there's only 2 individuals left. Now, Cicada are holding in there. The Amanes are... Yeah, I think the Dabrohu are on their way out. The 2 of them are pretty far off from each other. And species are probably going to thin themselves out more. Maybe I'll see about just trying to get... another species kind of started or expand out the ecosystem a bit more. Yeah, we'll just let that start going up there. Maybe I should even try seeing about getting a current going. And bringing stuff from up here. Yeah, there's a current going there. And just see about that current going there. Just see how stuff propagates out further and more. And yeah, we've got a number of species are starting to take standing again, so we'll have to check those out next episode. Actually, I'll take a look right now, because we're looking for a possible blowfish. And to be honest, I don't know how they would look compared to just the weird abominations we've already seen. So the Tula Child is a forager. Maybe it's a blowfish and it just puffs up, although it does not have the look of what I would expect one to be. The Gomtel is another new one, and I think it just died. Well, that one did. Okay, these little guys actually could... I could kind of see being a blowfish, just being its like, little ball that could just become a bigger one. The Metadace. What are you? Those look like you have devil horns. Actually, that's a manta ray mouth or head. That's an interesting one to see. Hopefully you work out how those fins work, because that would be interesting to see if that one can come along a bit better. We got the Chintil, which, again, looks like a frog had a bad encounter with a vehicle. This one just right down the middle of it. I don't know if it's supposed to be a ray species or a puffer species. No, the Dabrohu are still holding in there. Well, they've got to be up there in age. And I think the last one to check is the Eyed Snook. What the heck are you? Like a 4-pointed star with a very, very odd case of... not even sure what I would describe that as. I mean, I know what I describe it as, but I don't think YouTube would be happy with me if I did so. Okay, we got a lot of stuff coming together now. I still want to get another predator species, but I'll prefer to unlock it when it has like a more focused direction to itself. Like instead of just general forager, general predator, like something more like actual shark or whatever else it might come up with. But our ecosystem is thriving. We've got a variety of species that have established themselves. They are figuring out themselves a little bit more. And with time, we'll hopefully get another predator species, because I think the Balatro is the only predatory species we've got right now. Oh, actually we've got a lot of points. Nothing yet. Okay. Well, we've at least been able to see a fair bit. We'll probably bring the episode to a close with that. And see, maybe next week we'll get lucky and we can get another predatory species going. And everything will be a little bit more developed along. But so far, it's been interesting to see, like, just a lot of the changes that have come through for ecosystems since I last played. The animals do feel like they are getting a little bit more direction to themselves for figuring out their movement, establishing, etc. Oh, and a new species emerged. And actually, that's enough for... we can go for a sea anemone. And that'll probably be it for the episode, just to wrap it up. I'm actually not seeing any way to get a good adaptability for them. Oh, there was one. And one there. Yeah, so we'll get that going. Next episode, we'll have to see how this keeps going, how many more species we get developing, and what other alien horrors we have in the series. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you liked the video, be sure to give a like. If you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do catch you all in the next video or episode, though, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.